Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope all of you are doing well. So it's about what, a little after 7, well, no, maybe close to 8 o'clock in the morning here in the oh so hot and sunny Florida. I woke up not too long ago, so you guys will need to bear with me here. Um, I'm going to be doing a closer look at the Candyman Day of the Dead Blu-ray from Vestrons Collector's Series, which, to be quite honest with you guys, I love this series. They just have a weird and wide variety of movies. Two films have just been announced, and the interesting thing about this new Vestron video series is there's a gap when it comes to the new releases that are being announced, and I'm okay with that because I want them to take their time on giving us, films that would never see the light of day, and to take the time with the features and things like that. So I'm completely okay with that. So I will state this, I do need to get caught up because I don't have every single film in this series. I need to eventually need to pick up all the ones that were released from Spine 1 up to, I would say, it's hard to say. Um, at this point, I've lost track. I will state this. I have spines 8 and 9. I've got Shivers, where I'm not sure which spine that is. I've got 11, which is the Warlock collection. I've got 19, which is Little Monsters. 20, which is the Wraith. 21, which is what is it? Sundown Vampire Retreat film. I've got Spine number 25, which is Dream a Little Dream. I would not be surprised if Dream a Little Dream 2 ended up being part of this series, but I don't know if it is part of the Vestron video series. Spine number 27, which is Earth Girls Are Easy. 28, which is the Silent Night, Deadly Night collection, which is parts 3, 4, and 5. The Dentist collection, which is Spine 29. My Best Friend's a Vampire, which is Spine 30. And then this one, Spine 24, which is Candyman Day of the Dead. So I do need to pick up a good majority of the series. I'm going to probably start off with the more affordable ones and then make my way towards, getting the other ones. Thankfully, I was able to get the Warlock collection and the Wishmaster collection. Those are part of like the first lineup when they were first slowly coming out and were kind of more on the expensive side, but they were able to go down in price around the $20 mark. So I was able to snag them for a good price. And I wanted to focus on the collection ones first before I would go towards the individual ones. So hopefully with eBay, if things start to pick up, I will definitely slowly try to pick those up. But yeah, let's go ahead and let me rephrase that since I'm trying to wake up. Let's go ahead and get into this video. So we have Candyman Day of the Dead. This is the third and final installment of the Candyman films. This one's not too bad. I will state, and this is just a little spoiler alert, so if you do not want to be spoiled, stop this video, go watch it, then come back. Alright, so for those who have watched it, or if you just want to be spoiled regardless, we do find out that the main lead in this, she is actually a relative, she's a descendant of Candyman, which I thought was pretty interesting. I like it because it gives you more on the character, more of a backstory and more of a connection, which I like. And I believe this is the film where we do get to see more of who he is and what happens to him and things like that. And I do like it. Basically, your basic backing with the description, all the features, the credits, the specs. You've seen it. I mean, it's on every single Blu-ray release. So that is the slipcover, and of course, the artwork is the same. They don't give you like reversible artwork, which is okay. I'm not going to complain on that. And then the disc is pretty much the same. So, not a whole lot going on in the way of this release, but I like the fact that the film did get a Blu-ray release. Now, for special features, there's a pretty decent amount, a lot more compared to Candyman: Farewell to the Flesh by Scream Factory. So you get audio commentary with the director and co-writer Turi Mayer and producer co-writer Al Septine. I'm sure I'm going to pronounce these last names, so you'll have to bear with me. We get isolated score selections featuring an audio interview with composer Adam Jorgani, I believe is how you pronounce it. We get interviews. On the Hook, an interview with actor Tony Todd. We get A Bloody Legacy, an interview with special prosthetic effect designer Gary J. I'm sure I'm going to pronounce this really bad. Tunnicliffe? I don't know. Decay and designed interviews with director of photography Michael Wojcicki. I'm sure I pronounced that right, but I'm sure I pronounced it wrong. And production designer Mark Griville Masson. You get English and German trailers, which is cool. I'd like to check out that German trailer. A home video promo. That is cool. I feel like a lot of movies out there should have those as features. Like, here's the thing. When it comes to any release, I think you should put a lot of the commercials, like, prime example, Power Rangers the movie. You should put the promo for the VHS in there. You should put the promo for the toy line in there. You should put the promo of the McDonald's Happy Meal toys in there. Like, that would be cool to see. Yeah, you can access it on YouTube, but for a lot of stuff you can't. And if it's available, put it on the Blu-ray. I think a lot of us would appreciate that. If we can get like the Power Rangers box set, the complete series, I don't even think the commercials for the toys are on there, for the toy line. That something like that should be a feature because it's cool. It allows you to relive your childhood in some way. I don't know why that's never, things like that are never added. And then you get a home video trailer and you get still gallery. So not bad compared to the second film. Tons of features. So really, you're getting a decent amount of features, not just on this Candyman Blu-ray release, but the first movie as well. Second movie kind of gets the short end of the stick, but that's okay. You have all three Candyman films on Blu-ray, and the first one being on 4K as well, and you have a good amount of features. If you're combining all the features for each film, that's a lot to get through. So all in all, Candyman Day of the Dead from the Vestrons Video Collector Series Spine number 24, I think is worth it, and definitely cool to see it have a Blu-ray release. Regardless of what your thoughts are on the film, by all means, it's not the best out of the series. The first one's going to be the best, but I feel like the Candyman films are enjoyable in their own way. They are underrated in their own way. I feel like they try to really develop the story behind Candyman, which I like. It's one of those good guys turn villains type of series in some way, or backstory is the best way to put it. I've always enjoyed the Candyman backstory because it's someone who you feel for. You know, a lot of horror movies, you know, their backstory you kind of makes sense, but guys like Candyman and even Jason Voorhees, you feel for them. You know, Jason was bullied, and because he was bullied, he wasn't saved. He lost his life. So you have a more connection and feel for him, and you understand why he does what he does. Same with Candyman. You learn the backstory throughout the films. You have a better understanding on why he does what he does, and you feel for him. You know, so I do like that. You know, that's why I've always felt in some way bad for the character of Candyman and Jason Voorhees as a prime example, because these were individuals who just were innocent. You know, they were just trying to live their life the best they could, and were basically taken away due to others' insecurities and just being cruel, you know? So, but nonetheless, thank you guys so much for tuning in at a closer look at Candyman Day of the Dead. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the description below. I would love to hear your guys' opinion on the film. And as a whole, what is your opinion on the Candyman franchise? The only one I don't have in my collection is the remake. That is going to be a wish list for, or not a wish list, let me rephrase that. It's going to be a title added to my wish list on 4K for a potential future purchase, because I do want to check out the film. I like what I've seen, so it has caught my interest. But for now, I'm just doing a closer look at the trilogy, and then hopefully soon I will be reviewing these movies. But speaking of reviews, keep an eye out, as I will have a review for two Adam Sandler greats, Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. So keep your eye out on, you know, for those pretty soon. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I do apologize for the lighting. Just trying to do the best I can with the lighting I have. And thank you guys for bearing with me in this video. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. It's very, very much appreciated. If there's anything I can improve on in my videos, please let me know down in the comment section below. If there's any recommendations, definitely comment down below. One of the recommendations I got was a director or like an actor spotlight. When things start to pick up for my eBay, and I'm able to start picking up more films from specific directors that I like and actors, then I definitely will be doing that for sure. So I do want to point that out if that does end up being commented and brought to my attention. I just want to point it out. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. I do movie film related content is the best way to put it. Unboxings, wrestling predictions, collection updates, movie reviews, just anything that is related to the film aspect. That includes video games, anything that has some type of film in some way. I talk about it in, not in this channel, I talk about it on this channel. I probably need another cup of coffee, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You guys have a good one. Take care. Keep an eye out for those reviews pretty soon. And I'm Film Talk with Mikey. Till next time, guys, you know, you have a good one. I apologize. I don't know why my voice wants to get so raspy this morning. Maybe I'm just still trying to wake up. But before I was rudely interrupted, I just want to say I'm Film Talk with Mikey, and thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.